Hey, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Bob Saget's Here For You. Um, am I really here for you? I am. I am in my heart. But it's a really difficult time. And the episode you're about to hear was recorded just before the murder of George Floyd. And it is incredibly painful for so many people. And yesterday we did what we could do virally, virtually, in solidarity with the blackout on Instagram. And then you think, wait a minute, it's voting day. Couldn't we do some voting so we can try to change things? And there are places you can give money to support the injustice and to help things move along with all my hopes peaceably. But can you change mankind? Can you change? I mean, this country was founded with slavery. I was brought up in Norfolk, Virginia, and as a kid, segregated bathrooms, whites and coloreds. I would see that. I didn't understand it. You know, you have to really be taught to hate. I don't understand it. I can't see human beings being different. So that's where I'm at, and I just wanted to do this little extra intro of heartfelt feeling and empathy. I don't know the family of George Floyd, his friends. Don't know what I can say. I doubt they're going to hear this. I can only hope that justice is served and that we somehow learn from this and that we can move forward. So with that, here's a new episode of Bob Saget's Here For You, where I was calling people just right before the loss of this innocent man. It's the quarantine and the COVID-19 has been overshadowed by this national tragedy and worldwide tragedy, because an act of racism in one place is an act of racism everywhere on the earth. And with that, here we go with another episode, again, recorded just before all of this tragedy hit us hard. Bob Saget's Here For You. That's my name, used in a title of the show, said by me in a sentence. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, Nick, it's Bob Saget. How are you?
No way.
I swear, you called and left a message,
Bob.
and I'm honoring it. I'm calling you, man.
No way.
Yeah.
I love you, Bob.
Oh,
No.
that's really
I
sweet.
cannot believe this is happening.
That's very
This is
nice.
so cool.
When a
How
man
you
tells
doing,
me he loves me, I have nothing to do but give you affection straight back. So thank you. So Nick, what are you doing? I'm excited that you're happy to talk to me. That makes me extremely happy. Where are you? What part of the world are you in?
I'm in Rockford, Illinois right now. I was just doing some homework and hanging out. Sorry.
Are you a student, Nick? Doing homework?
Yeah, first year in college.
How old? First year of college. Wow. So you're 18?
I'm 19.
Oh, 19. That's good.
Yeah, birthday was last week.
Yeah, right. It's so interesting because I've got a brand new hour, and I was getting ready to go on tour, and I was about to go, and I was going to go into Canada and tour, and then I had to make a last minute choice the night before because this thing just happened, and people were mad at me in Canada because they didn't know what was going on, and there were no jurisdictions of you can't do this. And then I would have made it to Vancouver and done one gig, and then they closed Calgary down to anything over 200 people, and then they closed it down entirely. And I was playing a place for a couple thousand or something, and so you can't do it. And then I would have never gotten back into the U.S. if I'd have stayed for the full tour. Every comedian on the earth is going to have 12 minutes of material about what it's like to live the life we've been living. Do you have toilet paper? Do you got that going for you?
Yeah, I did. No, I stocked up like right when it was happening.
You weren't one of those guys that got like 50 rolls, right?
No, I just got one. I'm by myself, so I just have one big one, and I still have it from March.
I've been married now for a couple of years. Been with my wife for 4 years, and she said a question which I'm sure a lot of people have been asking someone in the house, usually a dude. How much toilet paper do you need? And the answer is a lot. I would say a shitload, but that crosses the line. It's still a dad pun, even with a curse word. It's still a dad joke, But yeah, and then it's just all weird. I wish my dad was alive because he used to call my mom batshit crazy, and he loved her. But we're in a time where that has a new meaning.
Funny motherfucker, right?
It's crazy, and I don't like the profiling at all. But I do like my friend George Wallace. Do you know the comedian George Wallace?
Fair enough.
You should check him out on Twitter. He's incredibly funny. I've been a friend of mine forever, and since I was like 20. And he was complaining because now what's he going to do with all of his bat recipes? He likes to saute them, butterfly them. He was doing the whole Forrest Gump thing, and then he would go like, and broil and whatnot. And it was just, of all that he said, the and whatnot is what made me laugh the hardest. It was just, I don't know. I'm laughing alone on this because it's a tragic thing. I mean, people have lost a lot of people, and people are just sick. Do you know anybody that's gone through this?
Not anyone who actually has. I thought maybe my grandfather had it the other day. He was actually in the hospital yesterday. Went to the emergency room, but they tested him. He's fine. But no, I don't think I've known anyone who has it.
Now, you were in the emergency room, so did you have the mask on? Were you being real careful?
Oh no, I wasn't there. But yeah, he had the mask on. It was everything. Yeah, they were separating them.
So he's incredibly lucky. That's fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, it was a bit of a shock. Yeah, it's not scary.
It's really it's crazy, and the older people is who we worry about the most. And I'm not minding the isolation. I mean, I like that my wife can't get away. She's stuck. It's like Beauty and the Beast here at the house. I'm not letting her out. The rose is going to fall. That last rose underneath that glass thing. So you called, you left a message. You were kind enough. You saw the tweet and the Instagram, and that'll always be on this podcast. I hate to call it that. My show, my program, my broadcast. But it'll say in the up top thing what number to call. That number is always active. So you went and left a message, and you had a question or something you wanted to discuss with me. So here I am.
I was going to ask when the new special is coming. I was just wondering. It's like, I just watched all three of them. I was wondering how long it's going to be till the next one.
Yeah.
The first one, or
that's so sweet.
One that was in
it's ready to go.
26.
I was out touring. I'm going to do, once I jump back, I've got dates scheduled. People can go to bobsaget.com, and it tells you when I'm going to be able to go back out. Some dates just say rescheduled, but they have been rescheduled, but they haven't posted it because they're not even touching their websites. That's how affected everybody is. The people that run the websites can't even do that from home, I guess. I don't know what the deal is, but I've moved everything to November. If something's listed in July right now, but I don't know if that's going to happen. If things are safe to do it, even if I got that crazy test and found out that I had it already, because everybody thinks they had it already, and whatever. We all walk around going, wow, my throat. Oh, God, I'm tired, But then I know people that really had it. And, that's when they're, all those symptoms that you hear, the nightmares, they're real. So I didn't have that, but I can't put people in a room if I'm okay, and I can't risk other people giving it to each other. So the plan is to go out on tour. Trying to answer your question, all I do is talk about the pandemic. But I plan to go out in the fall and get my ass out there. And it's a brand new hour. And then I do more because people have like favorites, like My Dog Licked My Balls, stuff like that. People want to hear me sing that because
my favorite.
Yeah, see, people do like it.
Oh, of course.
And they sing along. How do you not like that song? I mean,
my dog is my dog.
Oh, I'm honored. And it almost happened. I had a dog. It was a King Charles Spaniel. No, it did. But it wasn't like that. I was dressed. I had jeans on. I wanted to write a country song, and I was wearing a flannel shirt. And like you write a country song. I had a little bit of scotch. I'm not going to lie. And the dog, King Charles Spaniel, Alan was his name. He was named after my dentist. He came in and just stuck his head right in my crotch. And the joke is, after about an hour, I told him to stop, get away, boy. But he really did do that. And then I literally wrote the song in 20 minutes. Now, people would go, how in the hell could you write a song in 20 minutes? Well, the answer is the song was My Dog Licked My Balls. So it doesn't require, doesn't require a physics degree. Yeah, I have a new hour that I'll be doing. It's got new music. A different way of thinking about things too. I can't either, because I wasn't planning to go on tour like I was going and like I was continuing to go until 3 years ago, when all of this stuff started happening, when there was so much separation and so much anger and just boiling up. And it's hard for anybody to spend their time doing that, but they still are doing it. Everybody's got anger everywhere because this is an out of control time, but at least, it's still politically bent from everywhere. But the truth is, we got a common enemy we got to get rid of, and we got to save people's lives. So all over the world. And so I in a sick way, I kind of like it just because it gives people more of a priority of what matters. But then some people, then you hear of a governor.
Maybe like after 9/11.
Yeah, well, that was the same deal. I was in New York 3 weeks after, and it was I went there and I did the Howard Stern show, and I'm trying to think if I don't think I did Letterman. I did a couple other shows. And I don't know why. I think I was promoting something, and it was coming out of the fog, and TV started to come back, and they started to do what they were doing to get it back. And I remember going there, and my buddy Chris and I were walking. We found out we were both in town at the same time in New York, and we were walking downtown, and we weren't all the way down, but we could see the smoke and started to smell stuff, and we walked by a fire station, and we were each holding a beer, which is something that that doesn't happen too much anymore, especially with my buddy Chris, who's one of my favorite people. And we said, "Hey, I'm sorry, I got a beer," and the firefighters said, "Bob, we've been drinking ever since this thing started. You just enjoy your beer, man." And I just thanked them. I almost wanted that. Those are the guys I wanted to get on the ground and bow to. And we've got people doing it now. We've got these medical people doing it. So that's what gives me a lot of hope and makes me feel good. So it's funny, the new material, it's not funny, but the new material that I'm doing has so much more deep connection to what matters to me, and thinking about my childhood and thinking about where we're headed. And it's still, of course, funny. I've got it. No way I can't do dick jokes. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm made that way. That's how that's an escape mechanism,
They're so great.
Yeah, you got to do them. I mean, it's a solid dick joke. You look at people go, "Wow, you're dirty." Oh, okay, I guess you never listened to Rodney Dangerfield or Richard Pryor or George Carlin, because not that I'm comparing myself, but those are people that were role models for me, and I just found what I found funny. And I don't know, as I got older, it freed me a little bit. But thank you for asking. And that special will happen, and it'll happen after this this crazy thing is under control. and people are able to get out because they can't do it unless I know it's safe for everybody. It's like knowing something's wrong with you, and you can't go to bed unless you make sure you put the cream on your syphilis, because, if being alone is the safest right now, you're safer than anybody. You can't get a disease unless there's a surface top that has it and you rub your wiener on it. You can't get nothing right now. So I would say you're probably the safest you're going to be forever. I would say by the time you're free and not quarantined, you're going to be in danger because you can get infections. You're only 19 years old. There's a lot of shit that's going to happen to you and your unit. So is your family doing okay? Let me segue from your penis to your family. Are they doing okay? Are they doing okay?
Yeah, they're all doing fine. Yeah.
Are they in
my mom
quarantine?
works for like
Say again. I'm sorry.
my mom works for the health department, so like she's been working with corona cases all the time, or COVID-19 cases all the time recently. She's been really busy with that, but other than we've been lucky.
Wow. Well, tell her that I said thank you. And she'll go, did you really talk to Bob Saget? And then you'll go, and it's like, after people start talking to me, when I call them, they're like, this isn't Bob Saget. And then I start talking. And with you, I'm able to let loose. But when I talk to a nice person, a nice, respectable lady, I'm not talking about my wiener. That's a different conversation. I'm a chameleon with whatever's proper. And that
I wouldn't want it any other way.
Right. That's what I thought. So it's like, this has to be Bob Saget because you can't simulate this bullshit that I'm doing. But I really appreciate the call, man. And I'm really happy to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Be safe and send my best to your mom because I know I'm your dad. No, I'm sorry. That's a bad time to tell you at the end of the call. That'd be horrible. All right. Take care, Nick. Thank you so much, man.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. There's my demo. That is my demo. The 19-year-old guy that or lady that knows that I have. I love being a dad. I love being putting a good role model out there. But then I also like, unleashing and do what I think is funny. And most of the time it's just. Most of the I'm not editing any of this. I mean, why? That's a gem right there. Most of the time. Is pime a word? Does it mean anything? I'm not going to Google it because I'm going to call somebody. I'm going to call Kunal. I want to see how Kunal is doing. I don't know this area code. I haven't gotten any 2-digit area codes, which I'm hoping for. I hope people call up from other countries that have a plus and a whole bunch of other numbers, and I don't know what they mean, and then I want to talk to them.
This is Kunal.
Hi, Kunal. It's Bob Saget. How are you?
Good, Bob. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for being nonplussed when I called you. I appreciate it. So, is your name pronounced Kunal?
Yeah, you nailed it. Absolutely.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So, how are you doing? And what city are you in, if I can ask?
I'm actually in West Hollywood in California, so I'm doing okay. I think our state's doing pretty well with dealing with the stuff that's going on right now.
Are you quarantining yourself? Are you alone? Are you with other people?
I'm with my fiance and my dog right now. So
those are two different things,
I
right?
The message to you. Those are two different things, absolutely.
Right. I'm with my wife and cat.
You left a cameo for me too, so about our wedding.
Oh my God, that is awesome! I just joined this cameo thing, and I'm giving a bunch of proceeds to a bunch of charities, including Red Cross and the LA Food Bank and the New York Food Bank and Scleroderma Research Foundation. Every charity I can give to, I'm giving, but those are like private messages that I found out about, and I'll see how long I do it. I mean, it's fun to do, but then I'm going like, oh no, did I say anything weird? You know, people say, leave a message, go as dirty
No.
as you can. I'm like, I'm not going dirty. Somebody sent to me a thing and said, send me a message for my family and tell the aristocrats joke using my family. And I'm going, and he's got 2 younger sisters and parents. And I'm like, on the thing that I sent him on the app, on the tape, whatever the heck it is. It's not a tape. Hello, welcome to the century we're in. And I'm like, I had them. I told the aristocrats joke, which you're probably familiar with, I assume. Are you familiar with that joke?
Yeah, I'm familiar. It's very, very dirty, very dirty.
It's very dirty, and it's not to be told anymore. And George Carlin said, "Don't tell it." And so he wanted me to tell it, but I kind of intimated at it. But I had his family in chairs facing the wall with their backs to the agent, and he's the only one that did the act by himself. And so no one, it was really weird, but it's like, it was his request, just trying to make somebody happy. But, so I'm really glad you got your fiance there. It's kind of nice. It tests a relationship, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, these are trying times, but I think having her here has helped me certainly keep a lot more sane in this kind of circumstance, you know, because being alone, I'm sure, might be a lot more difficult.
Same
right
here.
now,
I would be torturing people with FaceTime and Zoom. I would be just going crazy. And I had a lot of time where I was single. I was divorced for 24 years from my first wife, and then I had girlfriends in between. But I'd have years off, and I liked being alone. But I am so lucky to have my wife. It's perfect timing for a pandemic for us. It's so terrible because it's so terrible, and there's so many people hurting, and I know so many people, and they joke about it. One friend of mine literally almost died, and we've been joking about it. We're sending memes to each other of all the Corona memes that are out. But are you affected directly?
Oh, wow.
Do you have any friends or know people?
We've been pretty fortunate. My fiance's dad's girlfriend got sick for a little while, and she got tested because she had some pretty bad symptoms, and she apparently didn't have the symptoms of the flu, so they had to wait to find out the results. But fortunately, she tested negative for the coronavirus. So,
man, thank God.
Yeah, we've been pretty good so far. Yeah,
that's great.
But yeah, it's been pretty scary because I do have 2 parents that are in their 70s. They're in Florida right now. And it took a while for them to actually start heeding the advice of the news and starting to stay in.
Right. It's hard to explain to people that things aren't the same and they have to do this right now. And some people in areas that aren't as affected, there are people that don't even believe it's real. I can never believe, that exists.
Oh, yeah. There's some teenagers out there still going out and partying.
It's disgusting. That just makes me sick. And that I would sit them down like Danny Tanner and we'd play synth music and I would just explain to them to stop it because it's you can't. I mean, people are kind of thoughtless and young people. It's nature. I mean, I was I wanted to just have a good time, and they're going, well, if it's the end of the world, I'm young and I'm invincible, but don't go hawking Lugers on your grandparents, dude. But are you
you're living? Yeah, they're not thinking about other people.
Say again. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say you left a message and you had a question or a subject you wanted to discuss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was very appreciative of your message for the wedding. It was very uplifting stuff. So I think that's been my biggest stress is just dealing with that, and then also I am in the entertainment industry. So I'm obviously our industry is kind of shut down. So I was kind of looking for some kind of guidance of what are you doing to keep yourself proactive and busy at this moment?
I bought a robot that gives me hot oil massages about 16 hours a day. So that's kind of all I've been doing. And I've gone crazy with enemas. So no, that's not, sorry. I'll tell you the truth.
Oh, wow.
I've been really busy. I've been working on developing. I just got off of a meeting with one of the networks on a Zoom thing for a show I wanted to make as a producer with a friend and a couple friends. And I'm working on refining a script for a movie that I would direct, and I've been doing this show all the time. I just want the shows to be good, and sometimes I just talk by myself, and sometimes I get to talk to people like you, which makes me really happy because that's human connection is kind of what I'm into right now. And then once in a while, people that are known. I had to interview John Stamos and Macaulay Culkin and Bill Burr and people that I just love, So
Yeah.
well, I'm just happy that
that's actually something that maybe I'll have to listen to the show then. I guess that'll be one of my options to keep me busy in this downtime.
Well, what's your function in the entertainment industry? What have you been doing?
I work in all facets of it. So I work in the digital media side, more in like the gaming oriented side of it, but I also do commercial work. I do some modeling. I just started to do like theatrical acting right now as well. So I jump around.
That's good. That's what I always, I did that. I was a film student. I won the student Oscar. I thought I was going to be a filmmaker. I ended up at the Comedy Store hosting and struggling for 8 years. And then I was taking acting classes, and then I did improv classes, and then I just did everything. And I just wanted to direct, and then I wanted to act. And I always said I did 5 things, none of them well. But stand-up was always kind of at the core of the whole thing. So this is kind of a natural thing to be doing. It's easy for me and fun for me. And I like connecting with audiences, and now it's nice to connect one-on-one. But if you're able to do digital stuff, aren't you able to work from home?
Yeah, I'm trying to do that myself right now. I didn't really do original YouTube content myself. I was mostly dealing with other talent. I was more behind the scenes. But right now it's a little dried up because a lot of our things, I don't know if you're familiar with esports. It's competitive gaming.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it involves like large audiences. It's kind of like
right.
Like a live action sports kind of thing. So it's kind of harder to put those together right now.
Right. Well, is there anything else you could work on digitally that would be cool? I'm sure you know a lot of people that are doing this kind of thing. Maybe there's someone you could do to hold it over, because it seems like it's going to be months till we're going to be able to get out and get things done. We can develop stuff now, but we can't go and make it. We can't be around people. So
that's true. I'm trying to learn more of the social media side of things. I have a couple of friends who are big. I guess they call them influencers. So I'm trying to learn like the I've heard of TikTok.
Right. Oh, I'm on it. You go there right now. There's one that I trended today. That was it was the it's called Full Quarantine, and it's all the Full House cast members doing their own version of quarantine. So that's the video. That's the one that kind of played.
I did see that.
Played hard. Yeah, that trended. You got to trend. At my age, I deserved a trend. Yeah, it was actually Candace Cameron Bure's daughter, Natasha, made the thing, and we were giving her notes. It was like the original creator. Yeah, John Stamos, Jeff Franklin, the original writer creator of the show. We're all like saying, "Could you extend this? Can you make this the credit?" And then at one point, Candace said, "The thing is done. Stop it." And I went, "Okay, DJ, whatever you want." Well, I just wish you the best. You know what? Oh, thanks. They did it. They did the whole thing. I mean, it's really admirable. So all I'm saying is there's also something good to be had, like your relationship, being engaged. It's really a time that you would never have had with her, where you guys are going through this together. And there's fear involved in it because we're all kind of scared because we're living this weird life that you'd never thought you'd see, because you only see in a movie like Contagion or Outbreak, and it's real. And I'm finding my relationship with my wife is better. Sure, you can't be in a house with someone and not turn into the Odd Couple and argue over something, but that's normal. But it's also, it's really a time to step back and not go, "Oh my God, I'm missing out on everything," because everybody is. So the only advantage is everybody is suffering along with you, and we just want to get through this, and we will. And it's kind of a reboot, and might even give you more ideas of what you really want to do, and give you ideas for other stuff you could do online, And then there's acting.
Bob, wow, thank
You'll
you.
get out there. You'll do your modeling. You'll do your acting. I mean, all you're going to do is grow a beard. Your hair is going to grow longer, and you'll probably look really good for some photo shoot. As soon as this is over, you're going to look like the Geico guy. So that's good.
That's true. Well, I mean, Bob, I didn't expect this phone call to really happen, so I'm a little blown away.
Well, I appreciate it.
I have Danny Tanner give me a pep talk.
I did. We should put music over it. Maybe we'll put music over it. Well, thank you, Kunal. And what's your fiance's name?
Her name is Megan.
Oh, right.
And I don't know if you saw my cameo review, but I said, like, if it ever does come together, this wedding, you're more than welcome. I don't know if you've done an Indian wedding before, but you're more than welcome to attend. I mean, it would be a huge honor for us.
And I said I'm going to try to come to it. So I don't know when and where, but we'll find out. We will connect through one of these viral mediums. I think. Why do they have to be called?
We'll figure it out.
Why are they called viral mediums? It's so upsetting. You take care of yourself and have fun and say hi to Megan, and I'll catch you. We live in the same city. It's as though you're in Russia and I'm in Portugal right now. It's so crazy.
I know.
Well, I
know. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All the best, man. Take care of yourself.
Stay safe.
Have a good one. You too. Thanks. Well, that was a very long segment, so I would love to take a break right now. And we're probably going to run several spots. So relax, enjoy them. I'm sure they're done by an announcer who's amazing. Sending lots of love to you guys. We'll be right back. Hey there, it's Bob, and we are back because I'm here for you. I hate catchphrases, right? Like cut it out and on nuts. If you don't know those, you are blessed. I'm going to make another call to somebody. I'm going to reach out to someone. And the reason I gave those references is this person's name is Michelle. I don't know how that happens. It's a karmic, cosmic thing. Let's see if she is there. This would be Michelle that I'm calling right now. Got my little board here.
Hello?
Oops. Hey, Michelle, it's Bob Saget calling.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's Bob Saget. He really did call me.
I really did. Thank you for leaving a message. That's sweet. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I've been stuck in my little apartment in Chi-Town, but I've been eating lots of the bakery stuff, and I got me some medical marijuana.
That's
that
good.
Helps me a lot.
Right.
And it's keeping me in a good mood and good spirits. And I was so happy yesterday because Martin Olson posted a video and it had Roseanne in it. And I listened to that. And then you came on and you got me so excited when I heard about your beginnings. So I said, I need to know more about Mr. Bob Saget. And that's why I contacted you.
Oh, Michelle. Yeah, that is, I'm actually, we're all kind of emotional right now, right? We're just, the human connection right now, and the fact that you're excited because I've made you laugh or I've entertained you, that's not, to me, that's not a fan. That's like someone that you affected. This show, Bob Saget's Here For You, started on 4/20, and I chose the date. And I'm not a smoker myself. I like cigars crazy enough, and I can't be smoking nothing right now. But and then there's edibles, but then I feel like I'm in locked-in syndrome.
You know, I had a big part in helping medical marijuana in my state because I do believe it helps people, and I am grateful for it. If you Google my name and the word marijuana, you will see all kinds of stories from me being violently arrested, and I had 4 cops show up at my door with guns in my face after they knocked down my door with a battering ram. And then they came in and they were like, where's the money? Where's the money? They wanted all my fucking money. And I didn't have no fucking money because I'm poor. And I'm like, I don't have no money. This is medical marijuana. And they're like, no, where's the money? And they were looking around. And within the first 3 minutes, they kept pulling out boxes with my husband's ashes inside of them. And they're like, what's in here? And I'm like, my husband. And I kept saying, my husband, my husband. So It was a mess. And then I had a car filled with 50 backpacks full of school supplies. And all the police, they brought them up to my apartment and they searched every fucking backpack because, they were sure they were going to find lots of cocaine or whatever, or lots of packs
I'm
of money.
so sorry.
And all they found was school supplies. And they also found a football that I was sent by the Chicago Bears that was signed by Brian Urlacher. And they're like, is this you? And I'm like, yes, that's me. So, but anyway, it was a holy stinking mess, and they took me and made me sleep in a jail cell all night.
Oh,
with a
God.
woman who just beat her grandchild, and what a nightmare. And here I am, a sick old lady who sits home and does charity. And I was so fucking pissed off, Bob. I said, you know what? I ain't going to put up with this shit. I need to tell my story because I do a Letters to Santa program in Chicago, and I do it in Orange County, too. I have a wonderful daughter. She goes to Dodge School of Film at Chapman University.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best film school. One of the best film schools. Yeah.
So if you know any good internships or something, because she'd be graduating this year, but she's still at school with just a few hundred students left there because they're doing remote. But she had to stay there because she was in the middle of filming her horror movie, which is her thesis for her senior thesis.
Right.
And she's hoping they let them start filming again. But in the meantime, she's living in a luxury apartment in Anaheim, so things ain't terrible. And she's doing Postmates. So if you get a Postmate in Orange County, I want you to give that little girl a really big tip.
Oh, I've been going crazy with the tips. Yeah, absolutely. I'm more concerned about you. I mean, it sounds like you've had such a hard go. It just...
Well, I did have a hard go, but let me tell you what happened to me. With my story, I said, I got to go public with this story because I don't want nobody to tell it but me. So I went to the press and I said, hey, Mike Mana at the Chicago Reader, I got a story to tell and I want you to tell it. Well, I told them the story because the police came and guess what? They took half of my marijuana and they charged me with only half of the amount I really got. So the police actually stole my marijuana, but nobody charged them with nothing. And then I just said, fuck it. So I told my story, and most of my charity supporters were still there for me, and I was so grateful for that. And then on the last day of his governorship, Pat Quinn pardoned and expunged my sentence. So it's now like it never existed before. So I was a felon, and now I ain't no felon.
Oh, so
no
they
more.
cleared, they cleared it completely, yeah.
And I'm grateful to our current governor, Pritzker, because now that marijuana is legal in Illinois, he is pardoning all the low-level sentences. So all those people are going to be getting out of jail. So I'd really be happy about that. And I hope someday all 50 states can see legalization because it's important. It's just so stupid. If more people had marijuana right now, we'd be having a better pandemic than we are. I feel sorry for the ones sitting at home drinking every day. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So
alcohol sales are way up. And the only problem with inhaling weed is your lungs. That's the only problem that they see.
I don't even inhale, Bob. I tell you the best way to do it, and it's called a vapor box. And
right.
This one I have is like 20 years old, and it doesn't even burn it, and it just gives you a cool vapor of just pure THC, and it doesn't burn the weed. And then afterwards, you have what you call dust, and you take that and you soak it in high distilled alcohol, like 151 vodka or something, and it makes a tincture. And you can put that tincture in either like a Diet Pepsi, or you can make some brownies with it. Although brownies are a little scary. I'll send you a funny brownie video if you want, because I ate a brownie the other day and I tried to do a video in the middle of it, and it didn't quite come out as good. And I laughed like my Aunt Claudia said I would laugh. But fuck Aunt Claudia. She died early, so she don't know nothing about nothing.
Well, when I come to Chicago,
anyway,
you sound like you're the person I should get high with, because I don't do it. But it sounds.
Oh yeah, you gotta come and get high with me, Mr. Bob Saget. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And I think we should also invite Martin Olson, because he is one funny motherfucker.
He is funny.
I don't know if you know him.
I do.
But the goddamn songs and shit he writes, but he's for Disney and stuff. It is just hilarious.
Yeah.
But you keep in your mind if you come to Chicago, and also I am working to move my charity to Orange County because I need to be near my girl because it's just her and me now. And I
Right.
don't want her to come back to Chicago because I know she has lots of opportunity right now to go into a film business. She's a producer. That's what her major
That's
is.
what she's going to be. When this pandemic is over, which it will be, you'll be with your daughter. You'll come out and be out in California. And
I think so. And you know what? I'd hoped to be there by now, but I think now that it was divine intervention.
I'm glad you believe that because that's probably the case. In fact, I love Chicago. My wife's from Chicago, and the next comedy special I do, I'm planning to shoot there, but they don't know that yet. So I just announced it just now, but I can't go out doing stand-up until it's safe for everybody. So I will do it as soon as it is.
Well, when you do it, you better be sure to make me a guest because I'll get there sometime. I don't walk real well, but I got some wheelchair I could be pushed in, and I could get around anytime that I need to. So I would love to come see your show when you come to Chicago.
Well, thank you. I'm keeping your name and number, and when it happens, you are there. You are there, and we will take special care of you. Okay, and you'll maybe have a little
Beautiful.
medicinal.
You
You'll have a
so
little
much,
medicinal weed before the show, so you'll be able to enjoy it more.
and maybe you can have some with me.
I don't know. I
give you
can't.
a brownie, and you'll be cracking up halfway through your fucking show.
No, I don't want to turn into that. I can't. I got to have my mind about me because it's too relaxing. And years ago, I did it was a chocolate cake that was completely inedible, not inedible, and it had really strong amounts of THC in it, and I just. I couldn't get up for 8 hours, and I hadn't eaten, so I ate like half a cake, and it just kept happening.
Oh, no, like that movie. That was the movie called Silly Fest or something like that.
Oh,
She ate too many cupcakes.
yeah,
And then
I was
she
trapped. I was
tried
trapped.
to get to Venice Beach, get into the music festival. That's what the whole movie is about. So
Yeah.
you need to see that movie if you hadn't seen it so far.
No, it'll make me relive that crazy moment I had. Well, I can't.
Yeah, well, you definitely do it. I'll send you a link to the movie, so I'm sure it's the right one. But I know you'll appreciate it, and I'm going to send you that private video of me on brownies just for a laugh.
Okay.
And you let me know what you think about it.
I will. Michelle, you know that's a favorite word of mine because I've been saying it half my career. But I just want to tell you, I wish you so much health and safety, and that you get to come out and be with your daughter, and that you just stay well. And I'll get to see you when I do my show in Chicago.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. I wish the same for you, and I hope to see you before the end of the year.
I would love that. That would be fantastic. And if not, it'll be the beginning of next year. But we'll see. You might leave town by then.
Well, beautiful.
We'll
you
find
keep
each
in touch
other.
with-
We will find each other.
We will. We ain't going to forget each other right now. Now,
Oh,
if we're friends, buddy, we're going to be friends.
Oh, there's no way I'm forgetting this, Michelle. It's been a pleasure. You're just a wonderful, a vibrant person. I just admire what you've been through and your attitude through it. So take care of yourself,
Well,
okay?
Thank you so much, Bob Saget, and thank you for calling. And you have yourself a wonderful, cozy living night, and have some good snacks too.
Thank you. I will do my best. Thank you so much, Michelle.
All right, honey. We talk to you again soon.
Yes, ma'am. You be well.
Okay, baby. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, what do I say? I guess I just say good night, Michelle. That is amazing. We're going to take one more quick break, and I'm just going to come back and sum up some stuff. So here's another couple nice words. All right, we're back. And normally I take a lot of calls, but this was a very, very talky episode. And I don't know how, I can't follow Michelle. There's nothing I can do. I am not a pot guy. I just, people think I'm stoned all the time. They look at me and they go, man, you're high in that picture. And it's just me. It's literally, I mean, I get high from a cigar and they're not great for you. And I haven't had one since all this happened. So maybe I'm getting off of them, but I do like them. But you can hear I'm a little raspy. It's just the way it's been. And I've been recording and doing a bunch of different work, and it you know, I can't afford to lose my instrument, which is also my organ. I'm not going to go there, but I'm just not. People think I'm stoned, and I'm not, dudes, ladies. I'm not stoned. It's just how I am. When people are stoned around me, I'm kind of just regular. I'm just kind of chilling like a villain. No, that's trying to be something. People do that. They try to talk in a certain way to try to be, I don't know. And then other people say to me, oh man, you're just trying to be hip. And it's no, I actually talk a certain way sometimes. And I'll say, no, that ain't right, which was I named a special. What are you going to do? Anyway, I guess it's whatever floats your boat. I also know that marijuana can be a gateway for some people in the mental health area. And I know people that have had problems. I had a sister who's no longer with us, and it wasn't a good thing for her because she was susceptible. It was just a DNA thing. And so for some people, it's not a good thing to do. And for others, it's the best for them. You know, they just love it. I have friends that can relax and say, no, if you were smoking the sativa I got. Meanwhile, they got pot named after me. There's Bob Saget sativa. There's all kinds of different. Damn, I don't get it. They're naming pot after me. I'm not getting a piece of it. It just doesn't seem right. Well, whatever makes you comfortable and whatever is safe for you, I'm for. Whatever is illegal that is dangerous for you, you know, I care about people. It's really weird. If people go, oh, you're full of shit. You're just some showbiz guy. I'm not. I'm not doing, you know, I'm not singing a song with a bunch of celebrities, and I'm just trying to do my part, which is make people laugh. And I'll never stop doing that. So it's going to be, my last joke will probably just be me shitting my pants, but I didn't say that. I did not say that because that's not a joke. And I do death humor sometimes, which is unfortunate, but I've had a lot of loss, and I'm not doing it lately, although I just did. It was about me though. But there's so much out there that's wrong and upsetting. And I just wish you guys a lot of safety, and thanks for honoring, you know, staying safe and staying away from people right now till we get through this thing completely. And then there's a vaccine, and then it's everywhere, so you can get it, and then not get it. So anyway, we move forward as best we can. And if you're sick, my heart's with you. I've got people that are as well. So sending you guys lots of love and lots of health. And you got to do a couple things for me, which is to review and rate and subscribe. So there you go. You just do that. And then call that number that you see up there and leave a message. And then I'll tell you on Twitter and Instagram the days I'll be calling and what time and everything. It'll be all done professional like. Take care of yourselves. Lots of love.